all, happy Tuesday. So today we're kind of dialing things back. So all of these videos and all of what we talk about are really about change, right? What we're talking about is we're experiencing one thing and we would like to experience another. So what that means is we need to change something in order to get a new result, right? So I mean, that's the fundamental idea around any improvement or any improvement, right, comes from change. And so when we take that one step backwards, what do we find? Well, what do we need in order to change? The first thing we need to know is what our options are. Like, what are my options in this situation? And also making sure that we know when we feel like either one, we don't have any options at all, we just have to do whatever our initial thought is, or if we feel like we only have two options. Be aware of feeling like there's only two options, because first of all, there's always more than just two options. And second of all, when we do feel like there's just two options, it's really boiling down to you only have one option, because then you're talking about all or nothing thinking, and that is not right. Like I said, there's always more than just two options, and noticing. So when you feel like you're stuck, you only have one or you only have two options, it is time to reassess, because that's probably not accurate. So how do we do that? How do we take one more step back? So now we're looking for options. We only have one or two. I hear this Nancy chick telling me like, oh, that's not accurate. There has to be more. So if that's the case, what's the next step back? How do we find more options? And the reality is that they are there. They're always there. It's just a matter of if we are aware of them or not. And if we only feel like there's only one or two, it sounds to me like there's no awareness that there either A, can possibly be more options, or two, if you do believe there can be, where the heck do I find them, Nance? Like, where do I find these options that you're telling me about? Because I don't see them. So there's a couple things that we can do. And notice what I'm saying here is it's all about awareness. Right? The options exist. They always exist. It's just a matter of, are we aware of them and how to become aware of them? And so we are boiling all this down to this one tidy little phrase that I feel is really, really important to remember. And that is that awareness creates choice. Awareness creates choice. So when we are feeling like we are stuck, or we have no choice, or only choices that all stink, or only one or two choices. Again, one choice isn't a choice, right? But two choices, usually just, either do the thing or not, also feels like not a choice, right? So what can we do to increase our choices? That means increasing our awareness. And the only way to increase our awareness about what, right? Because there's two things going on. There is the subject at hand. There is the thing that we're talking about where we're looking for choices. And then there is our relationship with the thing. So awareness needs to be created about the thing itself. If it is a situation, a person, an emotion, a practice, a habit, all the things, right? So awareness, gathering more data and more information about the outside thing that we're talking about. But also it's important to turn it back on ourselves as well, because we are the other thing that is involved in the change. So we do need to pause and take some data on ourselves as well. Create some awareness about what are all the thoughts that I feel about this thing? What are all the emotions that I feel about this thing? How many, which thoughts and feelings make this thing feel like it's closed to possibilities? I have no choice. It's all or nothing. Or which thoughts and feelings open us up to possibilities? Wait a minute. If I get a little creative here, If I look into a little bit more things, like which are the ones that are open to possibilities? Which are the things, which are the thoughts and feelings and emotions that make me feel like there is more out there? I might not know what it is yet, but there's something else out there that might feel more right for me than what I currently see. And so, good news is this is pretty easy to do. Bad news is many of us don't enjoy doing it. And what that means is pausing and being with yourself, creating awareness, purposefully taking time away from the doom scrolling, away from all these distractions that are outside of your own body, and taking that time to create some awareness for yourself. What are my thoughts? What are my emotions? How do those emotions feel in my body? How am I taking care of my brain and my body and the things that come up for me when I'm thinking about this change? And really settling in, because once we become more aware of how we are interacting with this change, we are creating awareness and therefore creating more choices. So I'm going to encourage you, if you're looking to make a big change or not, consider taking some time of having a practice of daily introspection, just allowing yourself to just be without judgment, just be. Create awareness about yourself instead of ruminating on all the things that you don't have control over because they're out there. The only thing you have control over is yourself. So let's put some focus on that. Let's allow ourselves, give ourselves some time and space to become more aware so that we can make more choices. And it's more than just having to do something, should do something, or feeling like it's only all or nothing, black or white. Because once we dig around in there a little bit, we'll start to see that there are, in fact, more choices in there. As always, let me know what you think. As always, let me know what else you want me to talk about. What are the things that are stopping you? What are the things getting in the way of the changes that you want to make? Whatever that is, bring them to me and let's chat. Let's figure it out. Thank you so much. I'll see you next week. Bye.